Hey everyone, it's Shanna here. Good morning. I'm not sure about the light, but it looks like it's gonna work. So I had just an amazing encounter, and it's one of these moments where there's various ways you can look at a situation that let's just say life throws at you, right? So here I am. I just made a quick run to the health food store because I needed some water, and so I'm walking out with 3 gallons water, right, and 2 bags of lemons. So I'm heavily loaded, basically on heels, I have to admit too. So anyways, nothing wrong with that in my experience. And there's this guy sitting having breakfast, fine, and he's hailing my attention. Now here I am, the most important thing for me on my mind right now, let's get the stuff into the car, right? Because my arms are getting longer and I clearly don't want to waste any more time than necessary. Hi Art. Hi Robin. Good to see you. So my arms are getting longer, right? The stuff is getting heavier. It's very clear that I'm uncomfortable. And he's hailing my attention, wanting to engage me in a conversation, basically what it turns out about, cards he's selling, about an Ojai postcard painting he's done or whatnot. But I was like, so my internal dialogue is going like, I mean, can you be more insensitive? It's like, or, maybe a gentleman would have asked if he could carry the stuff to the car for me, but no, that clearly wasn't on the agenda. And so he just totally was lost in his thing about getting me hooked on his cars and where, postcards, and where I could purchase them. And if I wanted to see something cool, and I'm like, I just want to get to my car, right? So I basically ignored him at one point and just, unloaded the stuff. And then he still kept at me if I wanted to see something cool. And so he wanted to show me what he was talking about, and completely clueless about what was going on for me in the moment. Right? I mean, he was completely in his thing and how wonderful everything was that he was doing. And yeah, maybe in a different space, maybe at a different time, I would have been available to consider that. Only in this moment, just unfortunate, because I also knew I had certain things that I wanted to get done before my call, so I'm already on my to-do list, right? It just wasn't the right moment for me. And then I was, okay, life is trying to tell me something, so let's look at that. And I actually, in spite of the inner kind of going on, I kind of put down the stuff and then went back. And so what, let's see what he's going to show me. There might be a clue there in for me. And why would I want to miss out on something life is trying to tell me, right? So here we go. And so it turns out he shows me one of the cards. I mean, okay, yeah, it had like the typical Ojai, tower thing with the main street. Nice. And when I say nice, that's as bland as it can get, honestly, in my experience. Nice can be anything pretty much, but I could appreciate the pride he had in his work and also wanting to sell it and all of this. And then afterwards I thought, interesting, so what is life really trying to tell me here? It's like, because life is always for me. Like, for once I could have be more explicit about setting healthy boundaries in terms of, look, now is not a good time, and thank you. That could have been one thing, instead of standing there waiting for him to be done and my arms getting longer. Also interesting to notice that I would expect him to show up for me in terms of, hey lady, can I carry this for you or whatever. It's not on him to carry my groceries, so good to notice, right? And just noticing where I might have had some judgments or expectations. But then one of the thoughts that really came in there for me, in terms of, because he was trying to sell something, along the lines of marketing. And for those of you who are into, looking into marketing your services or trying to get the word out about what you're doing, what that clued me in on is like, where am I maybe at times not in touch or in tune with where my potential customer is at this moment? Meaning, am I actually clued into them being available to receive my offer in the moment? Or are they checked out? Are they on a completely different thing? Or what is, what's going on for them? So I'm here trying to get the word out about my stuff versus checking in what's actually going on for them in the moment. And obviously if you're doing online marketing or you're posting things, then you can't always see this right away, but maybe you are in a one-on-one encounter, or then again it's like, am I so over enthusiastic about sharing my stuff that I'm checked out over there of, where are they actually? Are they in a receiving mode? Are they actually open to hearing this? And in a way that kind of was the message in there for me. So Art, what is it? He was acting through his ego only. Well, it's interesting, Art, that you say that, because I think afterwards I recall this was the guy who actually dropped at the office center when I was going in for stamps or something. He actually went in right in front of me, and he didn't hold the door for me. He basically shut it in my face. Right? And then when I looked at him, like, rather questioningly on entering the store, he was like, it's politically incorrect to hold doors open for women. Okay, I guess that's an approach to life too, So I mean, it kind of clues you in on where the high mic, where this person is. But it doesn't matter what his experience is, or in a way, do I care? Yes, to a certain extent. But it's really like, it's my perception, right? It's my interpretation of what's being going on or not. And then I can allow myself to take in what life might be wanting to tell me on that, or what can I take away from this, from this experience. Now I can keep on harping about this guy for the rest of my day, dragging my energy down in the process, or I could choose to find the message in there for me. And can I find in my life that I've been insensitive towards others, when I had my agenda going? Yeah, absolutely. And so maybe it's time for me to look at that again at one point, or, just question certain things. So just saying, it's, how can you make it yours? Like, how is life for you as you're moving through it, as you're having these encounters throughout your day? And some of them might get your neck hair standing up. Some of them might make you feel irritated. Not everything is going to be smoothie hunky-dory. And so then the invitation, even that, how is that for me? What am I taking away from this? What can I learn from this? What is it trying to tell me? Right? So my 2 cents for today. All right, enjoy yours. Bye. And thanks everyone for joining.